Boy, it's hot today in the Brack on the bluff. All I know of anybody that live in the Brack go to hell, they'll be quite climatized. I'm just making a joke. It is so hot here. It is like hell. And I want to say how bad I feel for all those guys work out in that heat every day. We're not even looking at that as a country. Good morning, Brackers. I hope you all are well. Evening, Friday weekend, start to your weekend. And I hope you have a great weekend and you be safe. When I look at the workers there in the day in that heat, broiling hot sun in this summer months, this is where your government need to look at your wellness. They've just approved a day in October for your wellness in one of the cooler months of the year. I would have thought they would have brought that this month or August, worst case August. They could have had that holiday in August. Anyway, but I understand. They couldn't bring it then because they already got vacation that time because they already gone on summer vacation with their family. So, anyhow, I'm just seeing it from a different perspective for you all. So I want to say I really feel sorry for them because a government looking at wellness and looking ahead of the situation would think of it in this way. It's sad when you have people working in offices and air conditioning, making decisions about you working outside in that summer heat. They don't feel it. No, they don't. If they do feel it, it's by choice. It's not by earning their keep. If the Brackers got to work out in that heat in the summer, their pay need to be higher. One, more money. Two, then if you don't want to pay them more money, switch up the hours then. Put some of that work into the evening time, in the early evening. They start later in the day, past the UV hours that are so bad. I mean, every day the UV is extreme up here. And we wonder why our cancer rate is so high in this country. Duh. Anyhow, I read a lot, people. I read a lot. My brain is fried from reading so much. And recently with this court matter, I had a lot to read that was a lot of rubbish. But anyway, so it go. I gotta go to trial with it. We'll get to that. I'm gonna be begging for money to file my government fees, which I shouldn't be paying in it because government owe me money. But that's how corrupt this country is. Hopefully Miss Gloria will sort that out. I know she will. Her hands not tied no more. And she is an anointed child of God, so she gonna look into all the corruption of people not being paid back their money. As usual, I will be all over the place. You don't have to stay and listen. But I got a facts, and I bring it for my people. And I really bringing it for them workers outside. Cleaning up. They can get them big old lights in the evening that they shine along the roadside or wherever they can travel, carry them there and shine them for them. That way they're out then that broiling heat of the day, getting cancer. All of you working out then that heat during this in these summer months with the UV heat index is so high and the UV rays are so high. It's extreme for the Brack every day. Look at the weather channels. Look at all the weather forecasting. It's extreme. That means you are slowly dying from skin cancer. Slowly. Where's this wellness protection for our people out there working, even in the private sector as well? Businesses should learn to do this now. For one, here's what you need to do. You need to buy the clothing that reflect the UV sun, the rays, reflect it. That's the uniforms you need to now give to your staff that got to work outside. That should be mandatory from the Department of Labor and Pensions under the OSHA section. But they're not doing that because all of them up in the Department of Labor and Pensions and air conditioning, driving around government air-conditioned vehicles. They don't see that. They're not looking at your wellness and making it mandatory out here that you have to wear reflective clothing. For gardeners, you name it, pool people, you name it, all of you should be wearing those kind of clothing and headgear. If I were the Minister of Labor, it would be mandatory. In fact, I would open up a government store for uniforms and clothing that they can come buy and carry them to monograms and get them monogrammed at a discounted cost, so that you're not paying all the extra markup on it, just freight and duty. Or make that kind of clothing, once it's being utilized for the purposes of your employees, your staff, duty free. I would have one of them warehouses rented up in the Brack as well as in Grand, full of stocked with all those clothing. We have to protect people out here. We can't just throw them on a job and let them die. And that's what we're doing in the Cayman Islands. We don't have enough heart. No, we don't have enough heart. We never did for our people. We treated our people like slaves. You got a member in parliament right now who look down and shun their own family member, who went to them, babysat for them, cleaned their house for them, made them feel like they were alive again after the passage of Hurricane Ivan. Okay? Treat them, went and did all of this out of the goodness of their heart to help them. They never, and constantly did things to help them, and they never even offered them a plate of food, much less give them 25 cents. Not even that. Not even that 25 cents Miss Roxy Borden used to give me for bagging her groceries at Kirk supermarket years ago. Every week I would look forward to that 25 cents. Our people have been shunned, treated like slaves, and we're in 2026 still, and they're still doing it. And a member of parliament that did it to their own family is in parliament now. We don't want that kind of mindset in our parliament. We want parliament with empathy, kindness, loving their heart for people. That's why we need to vote out all the money ones. Go look on the elections website and see how many, when they do their returns, who are the wealthiest of them, and don't vote them back. Vote the poorer ones and add more poorer people to them. So I'm imploring that poor people need to run for election. You got a little time to start putting the money together for your nomination fee. And that should only been $25, not $1,000. I'm just saying. $25. Piss off the expats who being pissed off right now about how to pay all them new fees for the licensing and their car and stuff, and talking about somebody need to challenge it in the court. Anyway, I hope we can do better for our people and working outside as civil servants and in the private sector. I hope we can do better. And Department of Labor and Pensions, you need brush up. You need brush up. You are horrible representative of employees and their well-being in the Cayman Islands as being employed in the Cayman Islands. I can say it because I don't have no job. And I keep applying for all the jobs up here that Filipinos are in. And they're the ones that put the jobs up on the WORC portal. And they're the ones that are dealing with it. So, and I get that job. But some of their bosses are too lazy to deal with it themselves, so they make them deal with it. Some of the bosses, the businesses up here don't even have a business email. They make their employee register themselves up on the portal with their email, their personal email, the employee. We'll never get those jobs. But Filipinos keeping us out of them. I'm just saying. I'm a truth teller. I can't come and tell lies. I gotta come tell the truth. But anyway, let me say this. That bunch of them expats know that I put that post that the expats in Cayman going off on us about they're going court and challenge. Somebody need to go court and challenge it. And we know that them UK ones that saying it, them British ones, they're not the real genuine British ones. They're the ones that came from another country, went to England, got a better life, got British citizenship, and then filter down here into the BOTCs. That's who they is. Real British people don't think that way. Some of them might be the real older mindset ones. They feel like lashing you across the back 100 times and building a guillotine, chopping your head off. Yeah, but they're on the way out. But them that talking bad about that up on that Facebook group, they're the same ones that came here and forced the hands of McKeeva and Kurt Tibbetts to grant them all kind of citizenship and give them all kind of privilege above you and take your 5 jobs away from you used to have and put you in a doldrums in your own country. How many are people not got no job and suffering because of the lies that they have spilled in this country about us, calling us lazy? If we were lazy, you wouldn't have this country to come to today in the condition that it's in. If we were lazy. Wow. But you can come ashore, get all kind of red carpets rolled out to you while they strip those red carpets away from our people. Look at mine. They stripped me away from me income in my own country. I'm going into 3 years now. I don't have no income. All of the grace of God is how I'm surviving. And I'm grateful that I am a true believer. And I'm grateful I am a genuine believer. And I don't need to go to church. Because some of the churches, when I see videos of some of the pastors up here in the Bracken, how they carry on up in their church, they're not worshiping the real God. They're worshiping the demonic one. You're going to be jumping up and down and going on talking in tongues. They're not genuine Christianity. And they're not genuine worshiping of God. That's the worshiping the God of Satan. That's who they're worshiping. And condemn you in your country. Anybody who comes into another man's country and condemns the native citizens in that country, they're demonic. They're not wholehearted good people. They're horrible people. They have evil thoughts, evil minds, and a very pharaohic, if you want to call it that, pharaoh heart mindset. Their hearts are hard, like concrete. And many of our people do it to us as well. They have hard hearts. They don't believe our people should get anything in this country. No. They have made it. They have made it through a lot of ways. They have made it either through the preferential treatment or corruption. And I mean, I don't know how I'm surviving. I really don't know how I'm surviving. I don't know. And I'm listening to the 99 bottles of beer on the wall, so to speak. And I'm hearing a lot of people who had nasty stuff say about me. They're falling flat down. They can't get back up. Or they've gone and said lies about me. Remember, when you speak lies, that's a sin, you know. You're speaking over your head, and not just the head of your children, but your entire environment that you're in. You're speaking that sin. I need to educate y'all and don't know nothing. And then you got these pastors, somebody's got to tell you, but I cuss. I am cussed for a while. I'm tired of cussing. I think I got the point across. And like I said, we have an anointed child of God now leading the pack. The beautiful Miss Gloria Nixon, Macfield Nixon. The Honorable Mrs. Gloria Macfield Nixon. And I'm gonna keep looking, because we're going to be putting more like her there. Anointed children of God. And I can't win this war. No, and I can't. Us natives are pushing back. and standing up and saying what we got to say about the ones that are in our parliament right now that doing all kind of nasty, deceitful things behind our backs that we are unaware of. My family in West Bay, I need to vote Ralston out next election. Vote him out. Sweep West Bay North. Clean as a whistle. Use all. You need some Clorox. I send you a couple bottles down that I dilute so I can stretch it to survive in this island because it's so expensive. And to clean him out. He demonic. That's my personal opinion of the MP Ralston England. He is a demon wearing a suit. And Andre too. He might look the face, but he is not the heart. You need to get rid of him too. I'm letting you know. Get rid of the two of them. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. They're not genuine representations of this country. No, they're not. They don't do nothing good when they go into Parliament for you. No, they don't. They may be doing to make you believe they're doing it good. All these trips the Premier go on overseas, who is that for? Who exactly is that for? We're paying for all these trips, but we don't see nothing in results from it for us. I stand to be corrected if one of it was. He can come and defend it if he want. He can minister write that check and go on that platform and spew. I really don't care. I still am a child of God myself. I still am a registered voter in this country, and I'm living in hell. Yeah, this hell. You try living with no income. But as I'm walking through hell, my God is holding my hand. That's all that matters to me. I believe, I trust, and I love my God. And no matter what hell I have to go through in the Cayman Islands, my homeland, that doesn't love me, that absolutely hates me and many of us, and I still stand up for many of our people that are still against me, but I still stand up for you. I standing up for your future generations simply because you're not doing it. I taking licks for the future generations as well because you're not doing it. Yeah, it is a really sad situation to live in your own country with no income. I have a $4,000 bill I got paid for my utilities. I keep trying to sell stuff in my house. Then I got this on the side, got to go pay court fees to go against an individual who has taken to their platform and constantly ridiculed me. Repeatedly. Not just me, my own family. And they get away with it simply because of their connections to certain politicians in this country looking out for them. Not even Radio Cayman reports the news properly on that court matter. No. Yes, I did lose my summons to retract the videos from their hands, because we all know that they will continue to republish them and try to have me arrested. But they also lost their default judgment against me as well. So we both lost that day in court. And I'm grateful to the judge for the decisions he made. I'm fine with them. Let's go to trial. I have the right to put my defense as well in the trial. So, my people, your country is still not what you think it is. We have the biggest child trafficking situation going on here in this country, and a lot of our big individuals are involved in ensuring that continues. We just appointed one the other day. That's what's sad. But I have all the faith in the new deputy governor, that they're going to look at all situations in their government, and what they see that's not good, they will deal with and weed it out. That's the kind of deputy governor we want, and we begged God for her. She anointed. I can afford to tell you that. Satan can't do no wrong to her. So, we'll see changes coming. We need a governor that's a very, very strong in their Christian belief as well. And an anointed child of God. That's the governor we want next. That will work side by side with our new deputy governor. We got 3 women at the top. The governor, deputy governor, and the chief officer under Miss Gloria for the civil service. All very strong women. But 2 of them, I have no preference. I have no problem saying that I prefer them. They're my preference. That would be Lauren Knight, formerly Bush, and Miss Gloria Nixon. I'm proud of them women. I'm glad they're there. And one of Braca. She come from the Martin clan. Right up in Tibbetts Turn. So anyways, I try to keep it to 20 minutes. But anyhow, so we need to address proper work attire for the employees outside on the road. It's all over the internet. You can buy the clothing, the UV clothing, and I'm begging the government to start investing in that for the civil service, especially that are outside working. Get theirs done first. Headgear, hand gear, shirt and pants, all with the reflective material on it to reflect that and keep them. They also have those that reflect and keep their body cool. We need to invest in that and give them to our workers the low-hanging fruit, because we ain't paying them enough to get skin cancer. Because we don't have nobody with enough managerial prowess to see that they can rearrange scheduling in the summer months so that they're not working out in that heat. They're working later into the day, into the early night. It can be done. It's done worldwide. We just don't do it because our management is lazy. They're sitting in air conditioning offices throughout the government. So they don't care. And that's sad. I'm sure there are a couple in there that do care but can't do nothing about it. I'm just telling you, look out for the people. Don't force skin cancer on them. If you come down with skin cancer, you need to sue the government. The expats gonna do it. They're already talking about suing on it for raising their license fees for driving, their driver's license fees and their driving test fees. They're already talking about taking it to court and challenging that. Imagine your government can't selectively say that you don't pay more in fees for certain things as a Caymanian in your country. And many expats will be receive that benefit. They got status. So who the rest of these out here bitching about? They need to go sit their ass down. And I published some of them up there, their names. And if they got work permits, let's start refusing them. Because they're identified now as haters of Caymanians and haters of the government. And they're going to be the same ones that eventually get into parliament and build back the guillotines to kill us. I bring it to you how I feel it in my spirit. Squash them like a grape under your foot, under your shoe, under your boot. Put your foot on their neck and make them pick up and run. Let them leave. They say they won't leave. Go. Desert the Cayman Islands. We will get all those jobs back. Yeah, have a great day, my brackers and everybody else. God bless y'all. May everything you touch turn to gold. Toodles.